Good evening to you. I'm Mia Gradney with you on this Christmas evening. Our top story tonight, that enormous explosion that rocked the city of Nashville this morning. The Associated Press now reporting human remains have been found near the blast site. Tonight, investigators believe the blast was deliberate because a recorded warning was played from an RV near the blast site. A newly released photo of the RV just before the explosion has since been released by police as they try to learn the story behind the blast. Elise Preston brings us up to speed.
The explosion shook the heart of downtown Nashville, unleashing giant flames and a cloud of black smoke, leaving a path of charred debris, shattered glass, and ruptured water lines.
It looks like a bomb went off on 2nd Avenue. That's, an explosion.
As officers swarmed to the scene, police said this was not an accident.
We do believe that the explosion was an intentional act.
Shortly before the blast, police had received reports of shots fired.
As officers responded, they encountered an RV that had a recording saying that a potential bomb would detonate within 15 minutes. Officers, upon hearing that, decided to evacuate the buildings nearby.
Minutes later, the RV exploded, knocking an officer to the ground. The Nashville FBI is now heading the investigation and says it has investigative leads, but also asked the public for tips.
This is our city too. We live here, we work here, and we're putting everything we have into finding who was responsible for what's happened here today.
In this East Nashville backyard, here's what it sounded like from 2 miles away. The downtown streets were mostly deserted Christmas morning, which kept injuries to a minimum.
We've made 3 transports to area hospitals. None of those transports at this point are critical.
As K-9 units searched the area, federal resources flowed into Nashville, including explosive specialists with the top priority of making sure there are no further threats to public safety. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.